Hi everyone, and welcome to a live stream on QualityShot of the second test match of the Ashes at Adelaide and Australia are currently 4 for 134. Labuschagne from 31 to 76, and a counter-attacking innings from Travis Head here, 45 or 44 balls, and it's really strong momentum towards Australia. Considering they've got a 200 odd lead, they lead by 371 runs. And I think they're going to bat for another hour and then give, the bowlers 4.5 sessions to bowl England out. And once again, Australia is, controlling this test match, after, England were in a good position when Malan and Root were set both on 70 odd, and wickets crumbled in their first innings and they were bowled out for 200 odd and gave you see the first ball after lunch, and that's nice cut away by Labuschagne, and I think they should come back for 2 or 3. How many runs is that off the first ball of the evening session? I think, or I don't know. As it's a day-night session, I don't know what you call it, but it's the session after the tea interval, the 40-minute interval, and Pope's done well there to bring that back. Yeah, he's done well there. But once again, England's batting just seems... It's just been disappointing this tour. Really disappointing. This tour so far for England. They probably had one good day, maybe when Root and Malan batted for like 2 sessions. Last test match, but it just crumbled since then. The middle order hasn't found any runs. The bowling has been a bit poor as well, some poor tactics, and they don't have a spinner as well, and it's just been disappointing. And it'd be nice to wake up on a Sunday morning and see England dominating, but no, even this morning they got 2 quick wickets. I think Neser was bowled by Anderson, and then soon after, next over, Broad got Harris out, stunning catch by Buttler. But Buttler, as this saying, went from 0 to 0 in the space of 2 balls. And the very next ball, Smith edged it, regulation catch, and he drops it. And just thinking, Buttler seems to be getting the really hard catches, but he can't seem to be getting the regulation catches to his left or to his right. There's a small part of me, maybe this is why I always think you should pick your best wicketkeeper in Ben Folkes. Let me know. Do you think Folkes should be in the England side going forward? Or do you think Buttler we'll see how Buttler does in the rest of the series, but as we Woakes coming in bowling to Travis Head, he's playing a fantastic innings, 45 or 47. He's been a really good. He's really proving his selection, Travis Head. A lot of people in Australia thought Usman Khawaja should be playing, but who knows? Maybe they could bring in Khawaja for Marcus Harris opening the innings. I think that might be a good suggestion. Oh, and he clubs that back for 4. That's brutal. Reminds me of Kevin Peterson, that shot. And Heads on 49 or 48. And Labuschagne once again plays a holding role at number 3. Could he have caught that, Woakesy? No. That was too hard, right at him. I think England, I was thinking if Archer and Ollie Stone were fully fit, would Archer make a difference? Oh, yes, of course, he would have made a massive difference to England's bowling, but the batting's just been so poor. I don't think it would have made a difference. Oh, and he smashes that. He hasn't got all of it, and he should come back for 2. And I think the call from Australian camp is let's try and get to 500 as quick as possible. And Travis Head gets his 50 of 49 balls. An impressive knock so far. So let me update the score. The banner at the bottom. Well, you can see it. It's on the scorecard as well. But let me edit it. So it's 143 for 4 or 45 overs. 9 off that over. So they're going a decent run rate at the moment. Thanks, Travis Head. And Australia lead by 380 runs, I believe. Yes, they do. 380 runs. England, they're not. The best they can do is to save this test match. I don't think they can do it. So Labuschagne 34-77. Partnership 88 of 100 balls. Obviously, Ollie Robertson come in. And Labuschagne just gets it easy. Drops one into cover and gets an easy single. And he just say, you know what, I'm just going to get Travis Head on strike. I see a replay, Head tried to pull it up. It doesn't get all of the bat, but managed to. There's no fielder there for the catch. But good innings here from Travis Head. He must be the leading run scorer so far. Let me have his. Let's have a look. Yeah, Travis Head currently on 221 runs. Labuschagne on 211 runs at the moment. Malan is the next England batsman on 168. And then Roots on 151. But the top three are all Australian, so that tells you everything this tour so far. But England have been disappointing. Let me know in the conversation. Do you think this is a bad performance as the one 4 years ago? I think the one 4 years ago, I think Cook salvaged a draw with his mammoth 200, which was a fantastic knock. I remember watching that. I think I was in Canada at the time. Was I in Canada at the time? Yes, I was. A great knock from Alistair Cook 4 years ago. But yeah, just been really poor from England. Let me know in the comments where does this rate so far this tour with England's performances? Is it bad as 2007? So is it 2013 when Mitchell Johnson ripped through England? Was it the one like 4 years ago, 17, 18? Just England have been poor. And it just shows that I think it was the 2010-11 series where England won 3-1. What a fantastic achievement that was. And there you had Cook in the runs. Trott was fantastic. Everyone just chipped in. Strauss had some runs as well. Oh, I think he edged that. Did he? No, I don't think he did. They should have maybe. Could I review that as Ollie Robinson was bowling here? I think Ollie Robinson has been the better of the England bowlers. He's been a good find this year for England. But I wish England had Archer or Ollie Stone coming in and bowling some bounces at the Australians. But let me know in the comments if Ollie Robinson, if Jofra Archer and Ollie Stone were both playing, do you think England have a chance this series? Let me know in the comment section. As we see Travis Head pulls one. That's a great catch from Ben Stokes. Great catch from Ben Stokes. He's on the boundary there and Travis Head pulls that. And England seem to be taking great catches, but not the simple ones. And that was a great catch. Travis Head pulls that. It was a bouncer from Ollie Robinson. And it's a very good catch from Ben Stokes. I'm just trying to figure out my fielding positions to tell you where he was. And Travis Head goes for 51, 54 balls. That's the innings that Australia required from the batter. And where was Ben Stokes on the field? Let's have a look. I should really know this off by heart, really. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was like a deep square leg boundary or deep backward square boundary, and he came running across and takes a diving catch two-handed on the ground. Fantastic catch from Ben Stokes. Fantastic catch. This is just the start England needed this this session, and in comes the huge Will Green, who I've been really impressed by. Sorry, not Will Green, Cameron Green. My bad. Averaging 26.44, but I've been more impressed, to be honest, by his bowling. He's been a fantastic find for Australia. The future stars, let's say. People are already comparing it to Ben Stokes. I think that's a bit too premature, to be honest. So Australia are 5 for 144. 144 for 5. I know the Australians like to put the wickets first on the TV or on the scorecard. So they're 100 and buck. They're 144 5. If they can get these wickets off quickly, you never know. The lead is around 380 odd, so they're still Australia are still massive in the driving seat of this Test match. Good catch from Stokesy. Great catch. And in comes Woakes. And a quick single there from Labuschagne. He just drops it to first slip and gets a cheeky single there. And I always say Will Green, I don't know why. And Cameron Green's on strike for his first ball. And he's got Woakes to contend with. Let me update the score. So it's 144 for 5 of how many overs have gone? 46 overs. It's interesting. Stokes didn't really commentate on. I didn't really celebrate there. He just knows how it's important to how important it is to just get these last few wickets. Lead is currently what's the lead at the moment? There was a quick run. There was a run opportunity. Oh, he would have been well out. Oh dear. Just England have been poor in the field. Oh dear. That was definitely Labuschagne would definitely be run out there. It was a poor call there from the Australian duo there. And he drops that. And Ollie Pope should have done better there. That is poor. He had all the stumps to deal with there. So the lead is 385. They're going to get 450 and then declare. Who knows? This Test match will be over today. You never know. And that's a good bowl from Woakes outside off stump, and Labuschagne just comes through the Labuschagne. It's weird. Who wouldn't, Labuschagne has been a great find from Australia. Like one of my friends shared it on our cricket group chat about his first innings, total since he came up for his concussion substitute against England in the 2019 Ashes, and he came in for Smith, and he's just been fantastic, man. It's like a sliding doors moment. What if Archer didn't bowl that bounce and hurt Stephen Smith? What would have happened? You never know. Would Labuschagne had a prolonged run in the Australian team? Because he did really impress. I know that the way he played Archer and Yeah, he's been a fantastic find. Just they haven't been just reliant on Smith. Because at the moment, Travis Head leads Labuschagne, Warner, and Smith is the fourth Australian there. So he's not even getting all the runs like he did, I think, 4 years ago, and also in the 2019 Ashes. He's not carrying the Australian batting lineup. They're all pulling their weight. And at the moment for England, it's Root and Malan who are really doing all the hard work. The middle order and the openers have been non-existent, and that's such a massive issue for England. And I think this year, I think they really relied on Root in the India tests, especially in Sri Lanka and in India. I think an India test match, I think you got 200 odd. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't base your winning a test matches on Root getting a big 100. Oh, and Labuschagne togs that. Is there someone there? He slogs that really, and that's a 4 through the long on boundary. And I think Australia are really going to take the England bowlers on now and try and get to a lead of 450 odd. And Travis and Labuschagne does a little shimmy down the track. And he doesn't get all of that, but manages to get it for 4 because there was no one there. So in comes Robinson. And he flicks that off his pads into the deep backward boundary for a single. So Australia leading by 391 runs. I will change the banner after this over. And another good single there from Cameron Green. The lead is 393 runs now. Let me know in the comments, what do you think Australia will try and declare on? Labuschagne on 44. And also, England they just need a good spinner as well, just to tie up one end. Like Nathan Lyon does a fantastic job at that, doesn't he? I think you could argue that he's been Australia's best bowler this series. And he just shows yesterday, Malan and Root, he just tied on one end and made it hard for them to score runs. And they couldn't get away really, and couldn't really capitalise after getting. They worked hard to get to the 80 odd runs, and Labuschagne tries to pull it out and misses, and it goes to Buttler. So Australia 5 for 155 off 48 overs. They lead by 392 runs. Massive 392 runs. Like if England got another 100 runs, it would have made a massive difference. But anyway, it's been disappointing so far this tour. If they can salvage a draw here, that'll be very, very impressive. If they lose this, I wonder if they will make any changes next Test match. I know Wood will probably play, that's for sure. In comes Woakes. Oh, it's a great shot for Cameron Green. He flicks it off his pads, and Hameed's there, and he runs across, and he picks it up around the deep mid wicket region, and hurls it back to Buttler. And I think they get 2 runs there, an easy 2 there. Cameron Green on 4 or 3 balls, and Labuschagne is 44 of 88. In comes Woakes, and Cameron Green defends that back. And we see Bairstow and Wood. I wonder if Bairstow will get a chance in the England team instead of Pope, maybe. Pope hasn't got any runs. Or does it come in for Buttler and does wicket keeping? But is he... I don't know. I think they'll just stick with the same team and change the bowling. They just don't have anyone in the batting at the moment. In comes Woakes into Cameron Green, and he defends that. He's trying to get him out bowled or LBW here. Should I lead by 394 runs? 2 points, they should declare now, I reckon. Declare now. England's not going to get this. And to give them the best possible chance to win. To be honest, if they were being ruthless, I would have, enforced a follow-on, to be honest. But I think they need to think about long-term for the series and give the bowlers a rest. Give them like a day of rest. I think that's important, to be honest. Because follow-ons aren't really enforced nowadays in modern Test match cricket. As we see a shot of Zach Crawley and Dan Lawrence. Will they get a run this in this series? Who knows? But it just shows England's focus on white ball cricket. Yes, they've been amazing in 2019. And as we see highlights of Jos Buttler's catches and probably some drops as well. He's been very good at diving, Jos Buttler, but he can't get the simple catches. Which is poor, but just been poor in terms of England's focus, ECB's focus on white ball game. And yes, they've won the 2019 World Cup. They should have really, they should have got to the final of the World Cup this year in T20, and they had every chance to win that because they were probably the best team leading up to that, along with Pakistan. But if they do lose this Test match, and they're probably going to lose this series, probably 4-0, I reckon. There has to be an inquiry into the state of the county game and why we're not producing any good batters, and also why haven't we found a long-term replacement after Graham Swan. Just shows how important Swan was for England, and he played a massive part for England to win that 2010-11 tour in Australia. If it wasn't for COVID, I probably would have gone to this series. And a small part of me is thinking, to be honest, I'm glad I haven't gone, because England are getting destroyed so far. But you never know; they could always come back. And why hasn't Australia declared yet? From Osbert Lara. Thank you for the first comment of this stream. Well, I think they probably want to get a 450 lead, I reckon, and they've got plenty of time, Osbert, to get them out. And we see a swat shot from Labuschagne, and he gets a single there. Australia leads coming up to 398 now, approaching 400. And also, you got to remember, I think they want the bowlers to have a rest as well, and get as much time of rest, and then really go strong at the England batsmen. And remember, they'll be definitely bowling in the evening session, or the nighttime session under the lights when it's probably the best time to bowl during the day. Yeah, I think that's why they haven't declared yet. They want their bowlers a rest. And I think it probably shows, before they, maybe 10, 20 years ago, they probably would have enforced it to follow on. But it just shows how much cricket now these players are playing, and the bowlers are bowling a lot of overs and putting a lot of miles in the legs. So they need to find as much rest as they can. And Robinson bowls a no ball here, which we've seen many from the England bowlers this series. Very poor. And Green just taps that into... Oh, they're going to come back for 2 here. And they easily get that. Good running there between Labuschagne and Smith. Green just plays that into the backward short leg region, and he sneaks 2 runs. Good running there. Really putting pressure. And the lead is 400. Lead is 400. Can you believe it? Come on. They'll want to get these wickets quickly. England. Who knows? Could they get 400? I don't think they can, or 450. If Cook was playing, maybe. And I think Root's in a bit of discomfort as well. But he's taken to the field, which is good as captain. But it's been a tough tour for England so far. The weather, they didn't hamper their preparations. Obviously, the COVID restrictions doesn't help. It's been a weird year for cricketers in general. But we haven't seen it get messy in terms of sledging on the field. It's been played in good spirits so far. But it just shows how far ahead Australia have been, really. There's no need to sledge from the Australian camp. England can't. England, there's no need, but they can't really because they're so far behind. But let me update the banner at the moment, as you can see. Let me scroll down a bit further because you can't. Oh, you can't see the full score. That's better. It's 163 for 5. And Malan's going to come in with some cheeky spin. This is how desperate England are getting. This is what I'm thinking. If Moeen Ali was available for Test cricket, he'll be playing, without a doubt. And this shows, they're probably missing him at the moment. And this shows how mismanaged Moeen Ali has been at England camp. The fact that he can come in at, after Buttler at number 8, number 7, he can bat as well, and he's been very good with the ball for England in Test cricket. I think he's had... There was one year where he was so dominant with the ball. He was one of England's best bowlers, and it's a shame. He could definitely have been playing in the series. But I think just fell out of love with the game, and I think England management has to do with that in a way. See, you could technically have Moeen Ali coming at 5 or 6. He's a decent bat, and yeah, they'll be thinking, I wish Moeen Ali was playing right now. But Leach hasn't been great at all. I'm trying to think who else could come in. Don Bess, can he do anything better? Just shows how good Nathan Lyon is. He's fantastic. And you've got Malan in comparison. We've got... It's a shame. England Test team is not doing well at the moment. And this milking singles now is too easy. Is he a leg spinner, Malan? I think he is. Yeah, he's a bit of a leg spinner. Bit of wrist leggy. The next Shane, what is he? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Love it. Malan has been probably England's player so far. He's been probably their best player in terms of the bat. And now he's coming in with some handy leg spin. It's good. Let's see what Cameron Green does off the last ball. And he defends that. Oh, 3 off that over. And we have another comment. Yay. Good morning from Germany. Good morning indeed. Who are you supporting in this test match, Australia or England? And if you're an England fan, it's not really a nice way to wake up, really. Australia dominating this test match. I think Aussie players were thinking, come on, England, give us more of a fight. It's getting boring. It looks like they're going to win this test series the way it's going. But you never know. Funny things have happened. And it just shows how well India did last year to win that series after their shocking first test performance, getting bowled up for 40 odd. That was great. As a neutral, to watch that series was fantastic. There's been a lot of people in the press saying England's bowling attack is very one-dimensional. All samey length, samey pace, and boy, they're missing someone like Archer and Robinson, and Ollie Stone. And I remember when Archer, after the 2019 Ashes, everyone was saying, yes, can't wait for the 2021 Ashes in Australia and see Archer bowling the Australian batsers out like Mitchell Johnson did that famous series 8 years ago. But he's injured. Hopefully he'll be back, Archer, because he's a great bowler. So, someone quick, can bowl bouncers. Really put the Australian batters under pressure. But it's a shame he got injured. Just shows sport, really. It's really, it could be quite unlucky with injuries, which Archer has been, to be honest. And there's Labuschagne's another 50 for Labuschagne. He's having a great series so far. And he's the leading run scorer this series on 226 runs. He's averaging 113. Great player. So Australia lead by 406 runs. I will change the banner at the bottom at the end of this over. And Hameed does fumble there in cover, but he still restricts it to no run. I'll go through the bowling figures after this over as well for England, because I know you can't see it on the scorecard. Or as a shot through the covers from Cameron Green, and Anderson runs around, picks it up, and they get 2 runs. Lead is 408 now. In comes Ollie Robinson for his last ball of his over. And gonna get past short mid wicket of Chris Woakes. And let me update the score, the banner at the bottom for you guys. Australia are 171 for 5. 52 overs. Is it 53 or 51 overs? Mate, I think I'm getting this all wrong. Oh, it's a shot from Labuschagne. Oh, it's not. Straight to the fielder from Stokes. That's 52 overs, my bad. And the lead is 409. You can see that I've changed the banner at the bottom. So Malan again continues his spell to Cameron Green's 11 of 21. I wonder when Australia are going to declare here, because this is already 410. No one's chased that. Let me check what the highest fourth innings chase at Adelaide is. So India managed to get 4-5, and Labuschagne. Oh, he holds out to Ben Stokes. Another that was a poor shot from Labuschagne, and Ben Stokes was perfectly set at this deep mid wicket region, and just catching practice there. He tried to sweep that, tried to hit that for 6, and good catch from Ben Stokes. He doesn't drop those, does he? See, I think England, you've got to put your best fielder in the best positions, and 173 for 6. And Marnus Labuschagne goes for 51 of 96 balls. That was a good innings, given the context of the match. And out comes Alex Carey, and he can hit really well as well. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, and I'll just mute myself. I'll mute myself and turn the camera off, but you can see the scorecard updating. Hi there, I'm back. Sorry, I had to have a toilet break. These things happen, I'm afraid. And Alex Carey goes, and it's a bit of a collapse here from Australia. And and we have Mitch Starc coming in now. I've got 2 comments. Matthew de Souza says, I really have tried to avoid watching listening to any of the Ashes. The whitewash was so foreseeable. Yes, Matthew. Best thing to happen to England is to have a COVID outbreak so they can come home. Well, it's potentially could happen, you know. You never know if the players get COVID. But to be honest, I don't want that to happen. And hopefully they can play all 5 test matches. We already know the 5th test match is not going to be at Perth. It's now going to be at Hobart. So Western Australia doesn't even have a test match, which is a shame. But I don't know how much you can put this down to COVID and the lack of preparation and the isolation rules. I'm sure the England camp aren't happy. It doesn't seem that way. But you've got to play competitive cricket, and this is the standard that England have to aspire. And Cameron Green, I think he's now going to try and he hits that 2, gets a quick 2 there in the wicket region, and Ben Stokes has a really good arm. But I don't know, Matthew. What do you think? Do you think his performance is as bad as it was 4 years ago? Let me know what you think. I think Cameron Green is going to go for it here. We've got Malan and Root. The 2 of best England batters so far this tour are bowling, which I love. How much? Moeen Ali, that's what they need. They need Moeen Ali right now. But I know he wasn't great 4 years ago, but he was poorly managed by England. And Green gets a single, which brings Starc on strike, and it's 420 runs they lead by. That was a good ball there from Joe Root. Alex Carey tries to go back. That wasn't really there to cut because it came back on into him, and he caught him out with surprise, and his leg stump hits his leg stump. So well played there from Root. Lead by 420. That's just... If England got another 100 runs or 150 runs, this test match would be totally different in the first inning. Oh, well. But, this Australian batting lineup isn't the most amazing batting lineup the Australians ever had, but it just does enough. You've got Labuschagne in the runs, Warner's in the runs. It just does enough. And this England batting lineup is just so poor. I think that's what's let them down this tour, the batting. They've been in good positions in the last 2 test matches in the first innings, and they just... Or the second innings in the first test match, they folded. And the first innings this test match, they folded after getting to 200 off the 2. It's a shame, really. If you can get this free quickness out quickly, 4-2-2, you never know. Could England get this? I doubt it, but they can put up a fight, I think. England think they can get this. That would be the greatest ever change. I've looked at the records, and the highest 4th innings totals. Adelaide, India got 445 in 1998, but they couldn't get 493. What's the most successful run chase? Trying to have a look. As Cameron Green cut that, and that should go for 4. Actually, Robinson's quick enough to get that. I think the highest successful run chase at Adelaide Oval is 315 runs, I think. Let me check the rest as we root come in and Starc defends that back. So I think the stats are definitely against England at the moment. So root bowling some handy off spin. And apparently the Test match special is not on the commentary team because a member of a broadcast could test positive COVID-19. So the BBC team, Australian broadcast, are not able to enter the stadium. Oh, that's interesting. But I'm think sure they probably can do that. You know, who knows? Maybe COVID does as Matthew was saying, maybe COVID does end this tour early. Maybe that's the best thing for England. As we've seen the wickets so far this innings. I think it's important for England to get these last 3 wickets quickly. Let's just show. And Starc tries to hit that to mid wicket, and he should get 2. And some good catch. And we see replay of a great catch from Stokes to get Travis Head, who was looking very dangerous. I'll update the banner after this. After this, I need to scroll down, don't I? Because it's obviously as more and more batsmen come in, the scorecard gets bigger. So let me change to zoom. There you go. That's better. Australia currently leading by 429 runs. I'll update the banner after this over from Malan. Or he's trying to bowl Cameron Green here or get him pinned down LBW. And Carey goes for 6. Come on, England, let's get these wickets quickly. There's a small part of me thinking maybe I want Australia to bat longer to prolong the inevitable England collapse and shocking batting performance. But if there is a point to prove all the doubters and the media wrong, this will be the time to do it for England. Are the Aussies going to declare back in the second session? Oh dear, how did that miss everything? Malan's bowled out and he just missed everything. It should go for 4 runs. Oh, it slows down. And it should get 3 runs there. Hi Adil, how are you doing? Oh, so we have 6 viewers now in the chat. I mean, people are waking up now. Cam Green tried to pull that, and Buttler should do better there. He should have covered that. What was Buttler doing? That's poor from Buttler. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Buttler, but he should have covered that leg stump. And let me update the banner at the bottom because I haven't updated it for a while. So Australia 196 for 7. of 57 overs, and they lead by the very important 433 runs. Starc tries to slog it, but he doesn't get anything on the bat. And I'm good, Venu. Did you cover the Woodley fight? No, I'm not really into my boxing, so. But we didn't stream it. Oz are waiting for the swing on the lights. That's true. That's the thing. Is they don't want they probably want to bat the most of the session because they don't want England to get settled down in their run chase when the lights come on. They would rather have Hameed and Burns come in when the lights on. But I'm sure England can get these wickets. Good shot there from Green. He should get a single. He should get 2 runs here. Yeah, easy 2. They should declare. Come on, Aussies, declare. In comes Jhye with his handy off spin. And again, Cameron Green pushes it into the middle wicket region for an easy single. And the 200 is up for the Australians. Oh, and Starc smashes that. Has that gone all the way? Yeah, it has all gone all the way for 6. Great shot from Starc. Just swings through that, and it goes for the mid-wicket region for 6. And England's job for Matthew says, England's job in the second innings to make 330 plus, try and bat 100 to 120 overs. I agree. They've got a place to do it, but I don't think they're going to. I think declaration is going to come soon. My feeling is it's going to come soon. 4-4-4. I think they're going to get 450 and declare. Is Starc injured here? He's holding his back. He might be injured a bit. When he hit that 6, he must have hurt something in his back. Good news for England. Either Australia or Greek Vera are going to win the Ashes, I agree. England getting bowled up for low 200 again is a disaster. That's true. You know, as much as I don't want COVID to spread, but, you know. But who knows? England could come back. You never know. England could come back. If it is 2-0 they lose, they could come back to 3-2. I've seen funny-ish things happen this year. But England can't back. That's the issue. Apart from Malan. They need one of Rory, Burns and Hameed to get in the runs. And I see Mitchell Starc get some painkillers. Great shot there. So a highlight. Got good elevation on that. And Ollie Pope couldn't get that. Mitch Starc 14 or 13. Oh, I don't know how he hasn't chopped that onto the stumps. Malan's pretty nifty here. My only question from Mohammed Hussain. How are you doing, Mohammed? My only question, the Pakistani team get more exposed in Australian tours or the English team? English, 100%. Have Pakistan won a tour in Australia yet? Have they? I know Sri Lanka haven't won a tour in Australia. I don't think they have. Have Pakistan won a tour in Australia? I think India won it for the first time last year. I may be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But obviously England won it in last time they won in Australia was 10 years ago. Or 11 years ago, really. Wow. I still remember in school. Oh dear, how it's going to go for 4. How's Cameron Green got that away? I don't know. Oh, Jhye does well there to chase it up. And they go back for 3. And the lead is 448, approaching 450. Will they declare at 450? Come on, declare, Australians. India won the last 2 tours. Yes, true. Sri Lanka won tour in South Africa and India won tour in Australia. Yeah, I remember that. Sri Lanka won. That was the Kusa Mendes or Kusa Pereira's amazing knock. Probably just as good as Ben Stokes' Headingley heroics, but no one really talks about it. And Starc smashes that through the covers, but goes straight to James Anderson. This time round, India might also win in South Africa. I'm really looking forward to that series. Be competitive, unlike this one. It's been so one-sided. You always want a competitive series, and this has just been so one-sided so far. It's just been a bit boring to watch, unless you're Australian, of course. Also, South Africa won the last 3 Australia tours. Don't know how England struggles. Issue with the batting, isn't it? The batting has just been a letdown, and they don't have a quality spinner to hold on one end. There's a lot of flaws in this England side, and this year really they've got through this year because of Joe Root scoring so many runs. And in England conditions, Broad Anderson are very hard to play. So yeah, this England's time is flawed. But the fact that they've got bowlers, they haven't got Jofra Archer to bowl that different variety, that pace. If Archer was available, Ollie Stone's available, you could have played. Could you play Wood, Ollie Stone, Archer in one match? You could, or you could rotate them at least. Play 2 of the 3 every Test match. Just a shame. I think. It's a shame. But let me explain. I think Kusa Pereira is not better than Ben Stokes. Kusa Pereira scored runs in a way to while Stokes was at home. I agree. That was a fantastic knock from Kusa Pereira, and I do rate it above Ben Stokes's. But because it's the Ashes, because so many people were watching, it was at England. And it was England-Australia, great rivalry. That's why he gets all the credit over Kusa Pereira. But I think that was a better knock, personally. I think it's a drinks break. I think it might be a drinks break. Yes, it is a drinks break. But let's recap what's happened so far this day. England started the day really well. I was actually listening to a radio when I was at 4 a.m. in the morning. They got Ineson bowled up Michael Neser, and then the next over, Broad got Harris with a fantastic diving catch from Josh Buttler. But the very next ball, when Stephen Smith was on a golden duck, it was a regulation. He nicks it off Stuart Broad, and it's a regulation catch from Buttler, and he drops it. Just shows how poor Buttler has been behind the stumps. He's shown glimpses of brilliance, but he hasn't been consistent behind the wickets, which you need from a wicket keeper. And then there was a bit of a partnership between when Smith goes for 6, partnership between Labuschagne and Head. And then Head goes trying to up the strike rate from really good Ben Stokes. Catch at deep mid wicket. Labuschagne goes trying to hit out as well. And then at the moment, and Carey goes cheaply as well. And at the moment, we've got Starc, who does look injured at the moment. So if England, there probably might be in a bit of luck when Starc trying to hit that 6. He's injured his back, and he's getting some treatment from the physios here. He's on the ground by the stumps, and he's getting some massages on his back. Could this be a lucky day for England? It was a great 6, though. He's got long levers, Mitch Starc, and he launches that through mid wicket for 6. They need surely they can't. Surely they should bring someone else in for Starc. They can't risk getting him injured more. This is bad. Highest fourth innings. So West Indies got it in 2003. 418, 414. West Indies did it. I think Carl Miles managed that fantastic knock this year. Someone needs to get a big 200. So according to you, which keeper is the best? For England, you mean? I think Ben Stokes is the best keeper at the moment. It just shows. The thing is, Buttler dropped, I don't know who he dropped last test match, but he dropped Labuschagne quite cheap on 20 odd. Quite simple catch. And do you play your wicketkeeper? Do you want your wicketkeeper to be good behind the stumps, save runs by getting those wickets, or to bat a lot better? It's a difficult one. I'll personally want a better wicketkeeper. Can England need to keep Aussies? Oh, that's a huge shot from Starc. Has he got all of it though? Good catch from Ollie Pope. And will it declare now? Starc holds up mid wicket, and he doesn't get all of that. Do they declare? Don't know. Can England need to keep Australia in field forward session? That's how you wear them down the bowlers. So Mohammed says, why is it Ben Stokes play? He scored a century in Sri Lanka too. I agree. He should have had a prolonged run in the test team. And he was fantastic in Sri Lanka, but he played spin very well. I see Richardson come in. And I think he should really have a good run in a test team, Ben Stokes. I would want a better keeper because every good catch can save you about 50 odd runs. I agree, 100%. Jhye Richardson, only 25 years old. Wow. Joe coming in. And Green's probably going to look to score some runs here. Keeper might not even score those many runs. That's true. That is true. But Buttler hasn't scored any runs this series. But it can all change, this innings, fourth innings coming up. And Richardson's off to strike. Hits that to deep square leg. And Australia lead by 4-5 runs. They should declare now. Come on. Oh, Green. That's that gone to the. No, that hasn't. Just short of long on there. They're going for the shots. Australia are 219 for 8. Let me update the banner for you guys. Of 60 overs. And the lead is 450 odd. What's it? 456. Two comments already. Great shot for Cameron Green. Has he intercepted the fielder? No, he hasn't. Ben Woakes is there to cut that out. That's 2 runs there to Cameron Green's name. And Mohammed Hossain follows up. So you remember Pakistani bats better. Remember, he was horrible with the bat, but he took some outstanding catches in the slips. Many of those catches would have been otherwise dropped. That's true. That's why I like Test cricket. It really tests all 3 aspects of your game: your bowling, your fielding, and your batting. But I think, in T20 cricket, and ODI cricket, you could, teams aren't exposed as much. In Test cricket, they are, really, especially. The Australian balcony, they haven't gone into the whites yet. Why aren't they? Not sure why they're not. Oh, that was a good shot from Jhye Richardson, but he holds up Stokes. And they should go to get a single. They should be retiring, I think. They should be declaring, that's the word, not retiring. Oh, it's interesting. Oh, it's a shot for Richardson. That should go for 6. Oh, great shot from Richardson. And the Aussie balcony are loving that. Just smashes that for long on for 6. Wow. Great shot. Just swaps Malan for 6. The next ball, he gets a single. Good play there. Yeah, apparently there's been a COVID outbreak in the media center. So a lot of the media outlets aren't there at the moment, like TMS. Oh, that's gone straight up. Buttler should take that. And he doesn't drop it. Buttler doesn't drop it. Wow. And they've declared. Australia have declared on 2:30 for 9. Oh wow. So England need 467 runs to win. Who knows? They may get this. 2:30 for 9. Ed. And I'm going to put this. I'm not sure if I need to put this. England need how many runs to win? 450 odd. As soon as I find out, I'll update it. England need. Obviously, Smith call his players in. That was a good performance from England, I think, to clear up the tail. It could have gone quite embarrassing for them, but they're so far behind in the game. England need. I'll find out in a moment. But Warner got 13 runs. Harris 23, you can see there. But good 50 there from Labuschagne and Head to get to the 2:30 mark. The fact that Australia were at one moment 144 for 4, they've done well to restrict them to 2:30 England. They did 468 to win. Come on, England, you can do it. It just shows if England got another 150 odd runs, they'll need to get 300 odd. Just would have made a massive difference. But England need 468 runs to win. We need one of Haseeb Hameed. I think Haseeb Hameed is going to get a big score here. Come on, England, you've got this. Okay, I'll be back in a few moments when England start their run chase. So bear with me. Hi everyone, I'm back to commence England's run chase. They need to get 458 to win the second Test match, which, let's be honest, they're not going to get. Especially, I see Alistair Cook on BT Sport. Like, you're thinking, I wish Alistair Cook was there. If he gets to 200 odd, bat out a whole day. That's what England need right now. But it's a shame because I reckon he'd still be playing for England if he didn't retire back in 2018. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, I just think Australia are completely control of this Test match. Is Mitch Starc able to bowl? I think he is. He's warming up. Yeah, he's fine. He's a bit of a strain on his back, but I think apparently it's the other side of his back which there's not as much strain because he's a left-handed bowler. But the fact that Cummins isn't playing this Test match, no Hazelwood, but still Australia, their replacements in Neser and Jhye Richardson have been good as well. And to be honest, Cummins sitting out this Test match because of COVID might be a good thing because let him rest for a bit and for the Boxing Day Test match. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. And England, let me know in the comments. Do you think England can last the whole day? I don't know. Honestly, I'll be surprised if England get through the day. They're going to bat an hour, actually 35 minutes till the tea interval or the dinner night interval. It's all difficult now because it's the names, because it's a day-night Test match. Or do they? Have they bat 2.5 hours? So they're going to bat nearly 3 hours today. I'm not sure. To be honest, the Test match could be over by today. Just for the sake of this Test match and the series, England have to try and survive this day and get through to day 5. That's what I'll be saying as England. Can I pull off a miracle here? Who knows? I don't think they can. Let me know in the comments. Australia are in a driving seat here. And they're going to go 2-0 up. And it's going to be... I don't want to commentate on this. It's going to be, I don't know, it could be either good to watch or just carnage. I don't know. I could see England 3 down in no time. They've got Nathan Lyon as well. Coming in. He's going to spin it square. Oh no. One of these two have to get runs. Come on. Bat out the whole day, both of you. Burns, I think he hit some good runs in 2019 Ashes. But don't think he was around 4 years ago. Was he around 4 years ago? He opened the batting. No, I don't think he opened. I'm trying to think. Who was the opener? Mark Stoneman. It was Stoneman. It was Mark Stoneman. So yeah, this is Rory Burns' second Ashes tour. This is Hameed's first as well, Ashes series. Obviously, Mitchell Starc facing up to Rory Burns. Just need to last this. Just eat for every half hour. Just get to the next interval, Rory. Come on, just don't get out first ball. When he leaves it, good start from England. I'll take that all day long. Oh, Starc's a lovely bowler. I love watching Starc. I like a good left-hander. Good lead there from Rory. I'll have that every day of the year. I think Starc's going to bowl one at his legs, or is it his stumps? Oh, that's a beautiful ball. Don't know how that has missed the bat there, and it goes through back to the wicket keeper. Oh, he's doing something already, this pitch. Oh, it nips away. Oh, God. This is not a good... There was a really good deviation there. Oh, great ball there from mid-start. Yes, and he gets that away from 4. Down, just leg glance there. And England are there. They're going to get this. Good start here. They're going to get the 468. 100% they're going to get this. One of these guys have to get 100. If these guys can put 100 together, you never know. But cricket's a cruel game. Cricket is a cruel game. 464 runs to win. Can England do the impossible and win this test match? They've got time, but do they have the batters and do they have the runs in them? Oh, he's going to nick it. There's going to be a nick soon. Come on, Burnsy. Oh, and I can. The scoreboard has updated. Let me change that for you guys. There you go. That's better. Hameed's already scored 58 runs this series, and where it is, Rory Burns has already scored. Burns has already scored 17 runs this series. Well, that's poor. That is poor. Whereas you've got David Warren on 202 runs as one of the openers. Just shows a gulfing class between the England batters and the England batters. Massive gulfing class at the moment. But it just shows it's really hard for an away team to bat well in away conditions. But India did it last year. And I don't think... Did they have Smith? I don't know. But did they have Smith and Warner playing? I'm not sure if they were still banned. No, I think they were still playing. Let's have a look at the India series. Let's have a look at that series. That was a great test match, wasn't it? Great series. So they had ODI. Those are the first test. Australia won by 8 wickets. Yeah, India were all bowled out for 368. I remember that one. That was this time last year, actually. That was at Adelaide. India got 244. Australia got 191. But yeah, there was not sure where Warner was for that last year series. Bowling lineup was more or less the same. And yeah, they were bowled up for 36. Unbelievable. Josh Hazel were taking 5 wickets and Pat Cummins 4 wickets. Yeah, and Matthew Wade was opening like this time last year, along with Joe Burns. And it was a second test match, I think they came back to win. The Boxing Day test match at Melbourne. What was that one? Yep, there was no David Warner, but Labuschagne and Smith were both playing. Yeah, Rahane got 100 in that Boxing Day Test match, and India won by 8 wickets in the second Test match. As we see, Jhye Richardson bowling to Hameed. Good lead there from Hameed. And the first Test match in Sydney, the match was drawn. Stephen Smith got hit 100 there. I mean, Virat Kohli wasn't available that Test match. David Warner came back. They tried Will Pukovsky. But it was Vihari and Ashwin batted really well at the end with Rishabh Pant to save that Test match. And the fourth Test match, I believe, India won. That was a New Year. That was early on this year, actually. Labuschagne got 100. And in the second innings, Siraj got 5 wickets. And it was the second innings there. Shubman Gill got 91. Rishabh Pant got 89. And thanks to Washington Sundar was there. Which one was Shardul Thakur? Was he in the third Test match where he played really well? Let's have a look. He was a find as well for India. But yeah, that was a very impressive series win for India. The ball is doing a lot, isn't it? England just needs to get through this new spell. So in comes Jhye Richardson to Haseeb Hameed. And he defends that. I do like Haseeb Hameed. He's a good player. Let's have a look at the ICC Test Championship. The points. At the moment, Sri Lanka are leading it. This is on 17th of December. Australia are on Sri Lanka on 24 points. And there's the wicket. Hameed edges that to... Oh, dear. Great bowling from Jhye Richardson. Finds the nick. He was coming. And England are 4 for 1 of 2 overs. He pitches it on the stumps and it just bounces and takes it out top of the bat. Great bowling there from Jhye Richardson. And England lose the first wicket. I'm calling it. It's going to be over today. It's going to be over today, ladies and gents. And Hameed goes for a dub. Let me update the banner. It's just depressing updating this. 4 for 1 of 2 overs. Oh well. I don't think any of the England fans are tuning into this live stream because it's just depressing to watch. And again, Malan comes in. And an easy catch there from Carey, Alex Carey. He's not dropping those. That was a great ball from Jhye Richardson. Yes, it's 4 for 1 of 2 overs. Dawid Malan, can he bring some? It was a great. To be honest, it's a brutal ball. To be honest, you've got to. I don't think Hameed could have played that any differently. To be honest, it's just a wonderful ball from Jhye Richardson. Come on, Rory, you need to back the whole session. Bat the whole day. That was a great ball. Oh, it takes a glove, doesn't it? Oh, it takes a glove. That was a great ball. That's one of the best balls I've seen this series. Wow, that's fantastic from Jhye Richardson. The fact that Cummins and Hazelwood aren't playing and they've got... Oh, it's ridiculous. Australia are... They're looking good for this next World Championship. World Test Championship for the next round. So let's have a look at fixtures. So test matches. South Africa India tour will be very good. Then you got India Sri Lanka tour in March. And you got Pakistan Australia. So Australia are going to tour Pakistan. I think they're going to do 3 test matches in Pakistan. Then you've got England are going to West Indies. And then England, New Zealand in June. England, South Africa as well. So that's what's been confirmed so far this year. Let's have a look at... ITC always release a nice calendar with future series. I'm trying to think who's going to tour Australia next year. Got any comments? So we have one view at the moment. And Jhye Richardson, for those who just missed the start of England's innings, Jhye Richardson brought absolute beauty to Haseeb. Bounces up, takes him on the glove, and Alex Carey takes a regulation catch. Oh, next year's the T20 World Cup in Australia. And after that, who's touring Australia? West Indies are touring. And South Africa are touring as well this time next year. That's the plan. So any interesting tours? So a lot of cricket coming up this year. And Starc, on his last ball of his second over into Rory Burns, and he clips that away. Should get 4 there. Good shot off the legs. Oh, does he get 3? Yeah, should get 3 there. Travis Head does, not Travis Head. Marcus Harris does well to pull that back. And England are 1 for 7 off 3 overs. I'll be leaving at 8:30, another 10 minutes, because I'm going to play football. So, to be honest, hopefully England won't lose another wicket today. That's the hope. Jhye Richardson's bowling really well here. I'm not gonna concentrate watching this over properly. In comes Jhye Richardson to Burns. Oh, that's out. Is that out? Oh no. That hits him on the pad, but Must have been back first, I think. I don't know. He's getting some good movement off the pitch. Is Jhye Richardson at the moment. He's bowling really well. Better of the opening pair of better bowling. A lot more potent than Mitchell Starc at the moment. I think that pitched outside leg. That's why there is no appeal or review from the Australian players. I love his action, Jhye Richardson. Very. Oh yeah, he flicks that away. Rory burns for a single to find leg. And that brings Malan onto strike. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the India-South Africa Test match, which starts on Boxing Day. Oh, so the Boxing Day Test match is starts at. Yeah, it starts on. It's GMT in the midnight on Saturday, on Christmas Day. So annoyingly, it's not a day-night Test match. But I think the fourth Test match, the last Test match, is a day-nighter. I'm glad that this is a. It's a great shot from Malan. I could watch that all day. He just leant on that cover drive. Sorry. And he for 4. Beautiful ball. Beautiful shot. Malan is in good nick. Come on, get 100, mate. Finally get your 100, please. I've been impressed by Malan this series. He's been good. That's a good stop by Cam Green at Gully. Stops him from going for 4. It's a great stop. So Malan he just guides that, plays it late, but Gully, but he plays it on the ground, and then Cameron Green stops that. Great fielding there from the Aussies. Ooh, is that out? I don't think so. Don't think are they going to review? No, they're not reviewing. It ballooned up, the ball popped up a bit, and it must have got Malan on the pads, and it goes to Gully to Cameron Green, makes a good diving catch, but there's no bat involved or glove involved there. Yeah, it's probably off his midriff region. Cameron Green is a good catcher considering he's a giant. He really there was a shot just before Warner congratulating him for stopping that great save, making that great save, and the massive height difference is quite funny actually. Then comes Jhye Richardson. Malan's playing that well. He's playing that late, just going to the Gully region. They needed another Alistair Cook style innings where they get Alistair Cook got 244 off 409 balls. That's what they need. Did he carry the bat? I think Cook did carry the bat. He was 244 not out. This is why Cook was a great player. He just plays his monumental innings, and he was supported by Joe Root, and he made some good partnerships there. I think he made a 100 partnership with Stuart Broad actually. Yeah, Broad got 56 runs that Test match, which was quite good. Helped out Cook. Oh, Malan was not running that quickly between the wickets there. Not sure if he's injured or anything. So England are 13 for 1. Got any comments in our comments as of yet? See Starc coming into Dawid Malan. Oh, it's probably going to hurt Malan there. He's probably hit him in unmentionables there. No, it was not. No, just a bit outside it, maybe in his thigh region, inner thigh region. Remember to like and subscribe to this QualityShot channel if you like what you're listening to and watching. Yeah, it's a bit too high there for LBW appeal. And Dawid Malan got to face 4 more of Starcs. Oh, he's on well there to dig that out. Starc is just bowling at his legs, trying to get it either through to hit the stumps or pin him LBW. But Malan's doing well too there. In comes Mitchell Starc. I'll update the banner after this over. Good lead there from Dawid Malan. England need 455 more runs to win. Not going to happen. But you see in the body language, Aussie seems to be happy out there and they're all having a laugh. They're in good spirits. I wonder if this will be the last series Warner will play in Ashes. I don't know when he's going to retire. Oh, some good bowling there by Malan. Not Malan, by Starc. See how old David Warner is. He's 35. He'll probably have another Ashes series in him. He's a great player. Averaging 48.39. When did he make his debut? In 2011. Yeah, that's true. How old is Steve Smith? He's 30. He's 32. He's got a few more years. Steve Smith. Pat Cummins. He's born 893. He's 28. So similar to me, my age. Okay, I've got another couple of minutes for this live stream when I've got to get ready for football. But as you can see, the floodlights taking over now, and Jhye Richardson bowling really well. Let me update. So England 130, 1 for 113. I wish they were 1 for 13. Come on, Burnsy, get some runs. I'm a Surrey fan, so I want Burns to get some runs now. I love Mitchell Starc's actions. One of my favourite actions. Maybe Shaheen Shah Afridi's up there, but I love Mitchell Starc's action, bowling action. And Jhye Richardson into Rory Burns. He does well to fend that off. I think this series has been playing the right spirits. There hasn't been too much sledging going on. Good defense there from Jhye Richardson. I'm probably going to leave after this over. But yeah, Australia are in the control of this test match, and they're going to wrap up this game. Probably they could do it by the end of today, but most likely, well, could be end of today. But they're going to win it sometime tomorrow, and they're going to go 2-0 up. And Australia already have the Ashes, so England will have to win it 3-2 to get the Ashes back. But that's a long ask. They're not going to do that. So we shall see. And Rory Burns plays a lovely drive down the ground. There should be a couple here, or at least 3. As Neser runs back to get that, and they run back 3. And England need 452 more runs to win. And in comes Jhye Richardson to Malan. Oh, it's a good lead, but then Malan. To be honest, the ball that he got to Hameed was the ball of the series. It was fantastic. Do watch it on the BBC stream if you can when it comes up. It's a great ball to get Haseeb Hameed. Should have left that, to be honest, Haseeb Hameed. But played at that. Should have left it. Anyway. As Malan's doing really well. Malan's leaving the ball really well this series. And I'll leave you guys to watch the rest without me. Remember to like and subscribe to the QualityShot channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. And who knows, England could pull this a miracle. They need a miracle. And to be honest, if they get through today, I'll be impressed. Not impressed, I'll be pleased. Just shows how dire England batting lineup is at the moment. But there is hope. It's been a fun year of cricket. And thank you for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we'll do a live stream sometime soon. So bye for now.